Hey, I'm Nick, and recently I've talked about that no matter the amount of productivity hacks and tips you have, they don't mean anything in the long run without a meaningful goal. And while I still stand by that, I feel like it's important to mention how it's also important that you get that goal in the first place. Now that seems pretty obvious, but what I want to talk about today is actually giving yourself time to dream and think about that goal, rather than working hard at something that you don't truly have your heart in. So to dig into this, what I mean is something that I used to experience a lot, and that is to fall back on the easy, monotonous tasks that do require your thinking and may feel like you're getting somewhere, but aren't actually part of a greater goal that you have. Now, things like this can include stuff like homework and small tasks around the house, or rather anything that takes time and focus but doesn't have a long-term reward. Now, in a time where you might be so focused on being as productive as you can be, learning as many tips as you can, it may be hard to purposefully stop that and sit back and relax and actually think of what you want to achieve. What's the big thing that you want to achieve? Now, I've talked about before how goal that you need to make up in your mind also has to have some way to measure it and some time attached to it so that you can push yourself harder to get it faster. But it's more just recognizing that you need to disconnect from always thinking that you need to be 100% all the time and focus on what you're actually being 100% on. And I've mentioned that before, I know, but it's important to swallow that pill, swallow that pride of being 100% all the time. And this is a plea to myself as well, as I used to spend hours just doing homework and not focusing on what I was actually doing. Whereas if I just took a step back and realized I wasn't spending my time on anything that was actually useful, I could get a start on stuff that I want to pursue in the future. And like I mentioned, the reason that this is hard is that it comes with the pride aspect of thinking that you're so productive, and taking a step back and purposely not doing anything can be hard to do, as well as the fact that the stuff that you were doing before might have felt easy to do and almost comfortable in a way where you know that if you put focus and time into it, you'll get more of it done. But that's only the short-term aspect. The short-term aspect of it, as in the long run, you're not doing anything meaningful. So yeah, sorry if that sounded preachy or anything like that. It's just a plea to someone who, like me, is spending a lot of time not really doing anything. And overall, it's to give yourself time to step back from what you're doing. Give yourself time to relax. And even though I've mentioned not focusing in the future too much and getting stuff done now, think about what you want to achieve, what you want to put work towards, what you want to learn, what you want to get good at. Have that time. It doesn't have to be every day. Just give yourself time to dream. Give yourself time to plan and imagine what you want to be in the future. That way you can give yourself a proper goal that you can really use your productivity tools for good instead of spending it on shallow things. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll throw up some more videos of the channel if you want to check them out, but until then, I'll see you later.